Okay, this video is going viral right now on Twitter I don't think this is the same guy you're about to see in a second, but these are flock cameras. If you've been following what's happening with flock cameras, they at first said they're going to help catch people who have stolen cars. But now they're talking about turning the facial recognition on them and turning the microphones on them. So this is supposed to be like a big surveillance grid, but people are calling it a Trojan horse because it was supposed to be for one thing, but now it has all these other applications, which just so happen to make it a lot more surveillance-y, like we've seen in other countries around the world, like China, where you pay with your face. Literally, it scans your face, deducts it from your bank account, and if you cross the street the wrong way, you get a deduction from your bank account. You get fined, and before you even make it across the street, you get the money deducted from your bank account, and you lose social credit points. Now, the crazy part is we saw this in the United Kingdom with the ULEZ zones, the ultra-low emission zones, and people were going around with sawzalls cutting these things down. Putting a bag on it, though, I don't even know, is that vandalism? Because it's not damaging it, but it is rendering it inoperable, like it's not working when the camera's covered. So I wonder about what kind of trouble you'd get in doing that. But regardless, here's the thing. We got to keep our heads on a swivel for things they say they're doing to make our lives better and easier and make things more efficient, and then backdoor reasons that things are actually going on. Much like our cell phones. I mean, we use these things, we use the front end of them, but the back end is surveillance, monitoring, AI, not to mention the frequencies that are emitting off of them, which is not ideal. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below about that young man running around climbing these poles, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
Well, hello there. How are you doing today? Hope everything is well in your corner of the realm. And flock cameras all over the place at the moment, right? And flock cameras are only called flock cameras in the USA. That's the company name. But these cameras are being deployed everywhere. Australia, definitely UK, it's the surveillance system, right? Setting up for their 15-minute cities that they want to put us all in. So I thought today we would have a look at flock cameras and what's going on.
The government doesn't need to follow you anymore. The cameras do it for them. Flock cameras track your license plate, your location, your movements, all stored and searchable. The Fourth Amendment was written to stop general surveillance without particularized suspicion. Technology changed. The principle didn't.
Yep. Like I said, they just want to surveil us, right? This is all, and they tell us this, right? You'll own nothing and be happy, right, Klaus? But this is all illegal. It's such an overreach of the law. But, unfortunately, the people doing this are the ones enforcing the law. So what are we going to do about this situation?
These flock cameras are all the rage across the country. The danger with flock cameras is they're sold as license plate readers. We've had those for a long time. License plate reader, your car drives by. If it has a certain license plate number, stolen car, looking for a murderer, Amber Alert, it flags it. Hit, police know the car, pass that camera. Okay, they go look for it. Flock cameras do really the opposite. They collect every license plate. They make a digital fingerprint of your car. Make, model, color, roof rack, bumper stickers. And the real danger is this. When they're deployed in large numbers, they essentially create a warrantless mass surveillance system because they can track your movements. What's interesting is the Supreme Court has already ruled against this sort of thing. 2018, there was a case reached at the Supreme Court, Carpenter versus the United States, in which the FBI had been warrantlessly collecting historic cell phone location data about this Carpenter guy. And the court said, you have to have a warrant to do that. Flock cameras are doing that, but they're doing that literally on steroids. They are a massive threat to our liberty, and it is just not compatible with the values of Americans.
Well, the values of anyone who wants to be free for that matter. But I mean, that's a very good point that, they're collecting the data, but who's collecting it? It's a private company. And I know, the government are going to have it anyway and clearly not trustworthy. But I mean, it just shows us that it's all being run by corporations these days, right?
Jeffrey Sovereign had his 19 felony charges certified to a grand jury today.
But he says he has no intention to stop his actions.
You have plans to continue to take down these flock cameras?
Absolutely. No, absolutely. They are a clear and present threat to public safety.
44-year-old Javon Martinez is facing larceny, property damage, and tampering with evidence charges.
Definitely do not do what that man has done, because that would be bad, right? And of course, YouTube, this is all just for entertainment purposes only.
Heck yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. Look here, he's taking down a flock camera in the middle of San Francisco in broad daylight. We the people have had enough of this junk, man. Love it.
This is a flock camera, one of about 100,000 installed across the United States to watch over you and keep you safe. But there are criminals among us who believe that these violate their privacy and human rights. These hooligans are going out and purchasing battery-operated reciprocating saws like this one and 6-inch Diablo steel demon blades, knowing it's more efficient and quieter than angle grinders. They go out dressed in non-identifying disposable clothing, including work gloves and full face coverage so as to not display the color of their skin, their eyes, their hair color, or their tattoos. Of course, these people are careful, so they make purchases in cash and keep no receipts. In preparation of their illicit activities, these vile individuals use dflock.org to pick a target and plan a route that avoids camera detection. With all phones, smartwatches, and geolocating devices left at home, these villains know if they're not caught in the act, they'll get away scot-free. I've set up a demonstration on my private property to show you just how efficient the lunatics have become. With their saw wrapped in a trash bag, they approach from behind the camera's line of sight and tear right through this black aluminum alloy post. Hopefully Flock has secured the cameras a little better so they don't get a personal injury lawsuit. Once these degenerates have destroyed the post, they go for the camera too, even the solar panel. They're thorough in their destruction to ensure maximum monetary loss, and they always leave the remnants behind as a visceral message to all. After this, the cold-hearted anarchist makes their predetermined getaway, casually yet swift. By adhering to this specific set of principles, this wild subculture of flock hunters ensures that their MO is always the same. The modus operandi never changes. That way, if one of their members is picked up by law enforcement, they will face one charge of vandalism, but tying them to any previous or subsequent acts of destruction will be nearly impossible for the prosecutor. Some say flock hunters are domestic terrorists, others true patriots protecting our rights, our freedom, and our future. As for me, well, I'm just an unbiased, independent journalist.
Well, again, definitely don't do that. That would be, illegal. You may get done for vandalism. And, I have heard that these cameras have a lot of copper in them, and, copper is quite valuable at the moment. So we definitely don't want to cause loss to our government, do we? So don't do that.
Halloween 2026 has been declared as National Deflocking Day. Sounds like some hoodlums are going to leave their phones at home, leave their cars at home, dress up in their Halloween costumes, and go deflocking. And I just want to say, under no circumstances should you participate in this Halloween activity.
And again, guys, this is behavior that we don't want to encourage, of course. And of course, if you're in another country like Australia, definitely don't go and do that to the cameras we have, right? The license ready cameras, the AI facial recognition cameras, because they are popping up everywhere. So definitely, whatever country you're in, do not get into this kind of behavior.
Okay, how come no one is talking about this with flock cameras? We all heard the same story. They're calling them license plate readers, but they do a lot more than that. Some of them have the microphone turned on. Some of them are scanning faces. Some of them are picking up the Bluetooth in your car so they know where your phone is. Like, it's a whole thing. But no one is talking about their actual name. A group of fish is called a school. A group of snakes is usually called a den or a pit. A group of bats is called a colony. A group of sheep is called a flock. So people are wondering now if flock cameras are a play on words, calling you sheep
that need to be herded. But surely it's just a coincidence.
No, we just need to be heard, not herded. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's an obvious one, right? Flock, sheep. But again, they're only called flock cameras in the USA. So in all the other countries, there's a different name, but, you know, same objective. They definitely want to monitor what they think is their chattel.
This is a flock camera, but it's not a license plate reader. Pay very close attention to the shape of this camera. I'm going to zoom in here. All right, you see it? I'm going to go to Flock's actual webpage, and this is where they describe the different cameras that they have. The one on this pole is actually a Condor camera. This camera is not used to detect license plate. This is to detect humans. And here you go. The Flock Condor camera is used for AI human detection. The built-in software automatically requires and tracks pedestrian movement across the scene. It can pan, zoom in, and follow human movement. So this is not about license plate reading, and this is why it is not anywhere near a car. It's just in a golf course. So this is way beyond what we were told they were going to be. This is for human tracking. This is a mass surveillance network just like China has.
Yes, but it's just for our safety, guys. The government just want to make sure that we're safe, right? That's why they're using facial recognition in social situations, like when people are playing golf. They just want to protect them.
Flock cameras are just to keep us safe. Well, this guy's flipping the script.
Jacob Petrosky, 194 South Lamador Trail. Good evening. I hope you guys have been having a great summer. I know I have. I've spent the last several months talking to people all over Casa Grande, and one thing keeps coming up: safety. So today I'm excited to announce a new company called Shepherd Safety. Our mission is simple: keep government officials and their families safe. We're launching satellites to watch over Casa Grande day and night. Our AI will monitor where government officials go, where they stop, who they meet with, and when they return home. We've already started collecting and building profiles on your vehicles, spouses' vehicles, children's vehicles, and other visual characteristics. We'll combine that information with publicly available data, Bluetooth signals, advertising IDs, vehicle information, commercial data sources, so our authorized users can replay the movements of every government official and their immediate family. There's no difference than the current flock safety capture systems. Everything will be stored securely, and only authorized users will have access. Local businesses will be invited to join our network so government officials can continue being protected while shopping, eating, or traveling throughout the city. Some of you might think this sounds invasive, and you may worry about abuse, you may worry about unauthorized access, tracking innocent people. We understand those concerns. After all, those are the exact same concerns of all the citizens.
You think that'll change their opinion on flock cameras? Use their logic against them? We just want to keep you safe. So we're going to monitor you at all times. Between our cell phones and these new flock cameras, they can probably build a real-time 3D environment of our country, showing where every single person's at, every car, catch every phone call. I guarantee you they got an AI somewhere that's already doing this. What do you guys think? Is this guy onto something? What do you think about flock cameras? Yes, no? Net positive, net negative? Let me know in the comments.
Well, there's a different perspective, and I approve. I think we need to protect our government officials. We really do. We need to protect them much better than even they protect us, I think. So I am for that. And guys, let me know your thoughts on that and your thoughts on flock cameras in general and on all the videos, because we have come to the end. So thanks for spending some time with me. Hope you enjoyed that one. Please do give me a like, share the video around, hype it up, leave your comments, all that good stuff, and stay awesome. And most importantly, make sure you don't go and cut down any flock cameras. All right. And I'll talk to you on the next upload. Bye for now.
How many fans of flock cameras do we have in here?
No, man. Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
I heard a few boos. I didn't hear any claps. The government, yeah, we could all be safer if we all wore body cameras and head cameras and we had them in our living rooms and our bedrooms and on the street corners. It might make us safer, but in another way, it's going to make us less safe. And we cannot be trading our freedom of movement, our freedom of privacy for a little false promise of security. And these flock cameras have already been abused, just like the FISA program has been abused by the FBI. I mean, the FBI goes in there and looks up people on Tinder, some of these FBI agents, or looks up girlfriends that they've had to see if they're in the files. We get the same thing going on with flock cameras. We don't elect angels to Congress. I guess you already knew that. But neither are the people who run these systems. And so we're far better off having our privacy. And so I'm going to introduce a bill that says that we're not going to give any federal money in order for it to be constitutional. I don't think I have the ability to ban flock cameras in any given city, but I sure do have the ability to say we're not going to give you money for the flock cameras. And so my bill will basically, as they say, follow the money. If you get grants for your police department or your municipality, whether it's a city or a county, to enforce safety or to provide protection of your citizens, we are not giving you that money to buy flock cameras or if you use flock cameras. And I know there are other brands of cameras, so we're going to write the legislation so that they can't change the name of the camera and get out of this.